Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. My name is Beth, and this is a daily pick a card and birthday reading for July 3rd. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a Queen of Diamonds. If you were born before sunrise, you are yesterday's card, which was a King of Diamonds. All right, so the way this works, I'm going to read each card individually and then all together for the collective, and then a special birthday message for you, Queen of Diamonds. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you, help yourself in manifesting to the height of your abilities this year. We're going to just gather that energy and put it to good use. All right, let's turn over card number 1. We've got the 6 of Clubs. Interesting card to get. This is basically the healer card. It is the healer in finding the deepest truth about something. This is that truth finding sixes to the max. Sixes love to dig for the truth. That's because they are, pretty much the height of what you're here to do, for those 7 inner planets. All of the aces up through the 5s, they're all struggling and working hard to finally land it on the 6s, and it feels good. You've got success. You're validated from outside sources, and it's you figuring out you. If you haven't gotten there yet as a 6, then you are working towards it, and you love discovering what is real. It just feels so good. So this is the card that you're looking at today if you chose card number 1. It is really kind of delving deep intellectually, figuring it out, going for the gold, if you will, and being recognized for whatever it is that comes to you today. It's going to be fairly brilliant, fairly useful, and revealing about who you are. It might be asking you to take that deeper look into what you do with it. The 6s are all about having those successes in life, big and small, and being able to work those through. And that conversation that I love to say and share about the 6s is that it's that conversation between ego and soul. So you've got this going on for you today. The ego loves the accolades. The ego just really, really wants you to be in it, and in being glorified, if you will. However, the soul just longs for something deeper and more meaningful. So as good as it all feels for a 6, the opposite is true. It wears off and you start feeling hungry for the next thing, and you just can't help yourself. That's just the way the 6s work. And I love it because it's growth. It is enjoying who you are to your fullest. And by all means, take advantage of the glory, whatever it is that you glean in life. You have earned it, and you deserve to revel in it. However, just be sure that you don't need to wallow there for too long. That's when it starts working against you. So you really want to enjoy it and start having, just popped into my head that can be the catalyst for the next thing, right? In what it can point you in another direction that you need to go in, or more of the same direction. It's going to be different for everyone, because this is a general reading, so I don't know what direction you are in these days, but you do. So you can understand what that means for you. And always check the cards. If you've got this one in your chart, then pull the string on that and see where it takes you. You'll garner a lot of information that way. Okay, so let's talk about this Queen of Diamonds day, because this is pretty juicy already. Queen of Diamonds, we're in that energy of the lower vibration, the higher vibration. She's the controversial queen. She gets things done, and sometimes controversial. She's an interesting character. And we've all got that sparkly glow that we can tap into today. This is you being smart and charismatic and right in your judgments and finding the value in something. She's brilliant at that, because this queen energy today encompasses all of the fours, fives, and sixes. So you know, this is just one of the analogies that I love to share, where you come upon something and say it's a broken pottery or a broken bicycle, but you understand that you could do that wabi-sabi thing with it and create some gorgeous work of art with it. You know, the gold paint, the gold glue that puts that pottery back together, and it becomes this incredibly deep and moving metaphor for the way someone's broken and put back together with golden thread. I mean, this is what the queens do. And then you've got something. You've got that six, that what you needed it to become, where it's recognized by everyone that's looking at it, that it's got something important around it. So here you are seeing that value that no one else has seen, right? It's broken, but you don't mind. You see it. And you pick it up and you figure it out. That's the fives, trial and error. You know it's going to be good for something. And lo and behold, before you know it, you've got it going on and doing it. So that's the queen energy. The downside of the Queen of Diamonds is quite the opposite. You know, this is like big energy when you are looking at the face cards. So the queen is all about, in her shadow attributes, it's about control. It's about needing to manipulate and fulfill what you need in really quite a greedy kind of fashion. So let's not forget that we are in that second decan of Cancer, where this is exactly what we're talking about. It is the Jack, Queen, King energy that can really come back to haunt you or bite you in the butt if you are not considering all of the spectrum of where you're going to behave today. That kind of energy. It's interesting because she can be, you know, just as controversial and just as stubborn and just as self-serving as the King of Diamonds, but she's probably more manipulative and more clever in doing it than the king is. The king just likes to swoop in and throw the hammer down. You know, he just spots it and like, no. You know? But the queen is like, oh, I can take that and I can manipulate it and get what I want. You know? So yeah, watch what you're thinking and what you're doing today, because it could just get on a roll and roll right away from you. So, okay, let's look at card number 2. I'm glad this one is that truth-finding card, because you're going to look deep intellectually and really want to pursue the right track with this card. So get your mindset for that, because that's a good one. All right, card number 2. Oh, we've got another 6. This is really quite lovely. So it's feeling more high vibe all the time. And the 6 of Hearts, I mean, this is the artist card. This is you in the groove, finding that balance, putting your self-truth on the canvas in the biggest kind of share that you can share. That is digging so deep, finding all of those emotional, hard to look at truths and finding a way to share that so that other people are looking at it and seeing their own truth. That's what this 6 is about. Accolades for bringing it to other people from you, from within, and you not getting too caught up in it. You know, you can see how she's concentrating on the palette, concentrating on the canvas, not really acknowledging all the rewards behind her. She knows what she's worth. It's this beautiful feminine energy that is softer and easier and more kind in its delivery. It comes through soft and fuzzy. The more masculine of the black suit comes as more of a harsher reality. It's not that it isn't wanted or needed, it just comes that way. And that's okay. We need that balance. So yeah, the 6 of Hearts is right there in the same grouping as finding that truth. This one more of in your emotional well-being, what you feel at your core, and being able to share that, like this individual intellectual pursuits, that truth finding that you're able to extract from other people as well as yourself. You probably are one of those people where the stranger on the bus just tells you their entire life story and you're able to take that and go like, wow, that just opened up a whole new world for me. So the 6 of Hearts is doing that emotionally. So it's really 2 very beautiful cards here. Let's look at card number 3. Well, we've got the 5 of Clubs. Okay, so we are definitely in this Queen's energy. None of these are in the Queen of Diamonds chart. However, this still is in that Queen's energy day. So 5s, that 4, 5s, and 6s. So we're going to have a busy day ahead of ourselves, sorting it through and coming to some really nice truth. The 5 of Clubs is all about the activity of that sharing, that intellectual knowledge with other people and getting feedback really, really deepens who you are. All of that activity around gathering and seeking knowledge really does pay off for you in the long run. You'll have something that you can really, really share in a very deep way, very helpful way. 5s are all about sorting it through, and gleaming the nuggets from what doesn't work 100% to finding what does. And then you've got this abundance of knowledge to share and to draw from all of those experiences. Really, beautiful energy here. I'm loving today's reading. Everybody's in the upright position. We haven't had a reversal in a while, so I'm pretty psyched about having this period of growth here for all of us. The 6-day, the 6s here, making this a very positive feedback kind of day. So you're in it emotionally, intellectually. We are going to be highly rewarded and recognized reading this as a whole for our efforts, really paying off. And deep in the work of it, deep in finding the truth. Even the Five of Clubs seeks that. Aren't we all seeking that? Or we should be. So do check your happiness meter today and really try to be in the highest vibe possible. We want to stay in that good vibe of the higher vibration of the Queen, where we can spot something and really run with it today and serve for the greater good of everyone. Wow. All right, there we are. Very nice. So let's move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Queen of Diamonds. Let's see what you get for the Creativity Oracle. Cooperation. Your goal can benefit from you surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Well, the queens are all about cooperation. You are the one that goes in there and gets the job done. Nothing like a queen to just, and especially a queen of diamonds, to just be able to get in there, see it, know how to fix it, and get it going again in the best way possible and being really recognized for it. If you want something done, find a queen to do it for you. They are amazing. They really have this just fluid way of understanding where things need to go. So for you, my dear, you are being asked to just do what you need to do, stay in that high vibe. The cooperation bit, maybe that's just a little hard for you to do. I know, being in the second deacon Cancer, you can be so goal oriented that you can have that tendency to just bulldoze through and just get it all done your own self, not being able to be patient enough in delegating what you need. You got to find the right people, surrounding yourself with the right like-minded people on the same path as you. I have an idea that popped into my head that you know this for sure, because that's who you are at your core. I know several really high vibe Queen of Diamonds, and that lower vibration gets the better of them every once in a while, and they really need to remind themselves, find that affirmation that says, cooperate today, find that whatever that message is for you, that just kind of grounds you a little bit, right? Because in your chart, you've got that ecliptic path of the Seven of Spades. So the Seven of Spades is really that tower moment. So that's how you learn as a Queen of Diamonds. It is all about you rolling with it, taking what's broken, what needs to go, and being able to work with that. And for you, for this year, this is you setting yourself up with the best support that you can possibly imagine. So really settle into feeling through the vibration of the people around you and see how you can align yourself with those that are going to serve your goals the best, and gather that energy, put that energy to good use, and your dreams, your goals, your manifesting are just going to follow suit. You're going to be really in it with that cooperation key. Yeah. So you don't have to do everything yourself. You can delegate to the right people with the right thing. It's a tall order. It's not easy to come to someone and ask for something that's going to benefit you. So when you do that, when you do see it, see it very well roundedly and understand that not only does it need to benefit you and your vision that eventually benefits everyone, you got to be able to show the ones that you're aligning with how it's going to benefit them as well. So do your homework. Don't share anything until you're ready. Don't give your power away, but include other people in your power, and you're going to be unstoppable. All right, let's see what we get for my spirit and nature cards. The Three of Diamonds. Yeah, it's basically just that. This reminds me of your Seven of Spades ecliptic, because it is about knowing when to let go of something. This is in the diamonds suit, so this is you figuring out that with all of the skills, talents, resources, financial and otherwise, that you can put your hands on, that you see, you have such an insight for that you're going to need to pull the weeds on it. Something's got to go in order to make room for other things. Be sure to do that in a kind-hearted way. Now, you're really going to want to rely on your sun card for this, that Five of Hearts that you have in the sun position. You've got a lovely Nine of Hearts as well in the Mercury. So that Nine of Hearts is the charity card. So you want to keep that in mind as a queen, because that does encompass within a queen's realm, where you're coming from that K2 energy of a Nine of Diamonds. So you just really need to put that higher vibration out there of serving the greater good. The nines are givers, but only up until it's good, right? You can't overgive. You give too much of yourself, you give it away. Just figure out by that contemplation, relying on your ecliptic card to let you know, let you see, as intuitive as you must be, highly, you're going to understand exactly what's past its prime and time to go. Do it with velvet gloves, Queen. Velvet gloves. You will be so rewarded. Wow. All right, let's see what you get for a Wishcraft card. We've got ourselves a little witch here with the hat and the broom, staring at a full moon. Looks like a little shooting star, wispy fairy action maybe. Flying broom. I can let go of my mistakes. Well, that just lends a whole interesting other way of looking at this, doesn't it? So what we need to do now is to incorporate you and letting go of your mistakes. So don't get caught up in the web of feeling bad and feeling guilty and feeling remorse for, all of these things gone wrong. You're a Queen of Diamonds. This is you working through life. That's just the way you're meant to do it. But you're also to take that and tell yourself that you see it, you're done with that. You're ready to move on in a higher vibration, doing more right, the right way of doing things, be on that right path, and take all of that brokenness, all of the hurt, and all of that mucky, yucky, yuck, and grow from it, right? I love that metaphor of the lotus blossom. It's the only way that it can grow. And that's us finding our truth, doing the work, and moving forward in a more noble, right path. So let that shit go and move on to what your message was. Cooperate, velvet gloves, let it go, figure it out, align, and you're going to be so good. All right. Well, happy birthday, Queen of Diamonds. And carpe diem, everyone. Seize the day and all of this gorgeous glory of being recognized for being beautiful you. And I will see you tomorrow. And until then, happy creating.